Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the shop. Welcome back to the Two-Stroke Turbo channel. I'm your host, Mark, and this is my shop dog, Stella. We've been filming for quite some time. We are located in Portland, Oregon, and we work on a lot of odd cars. Stella, our shop dog, is always camera shy until I turn off the camera, and then she goes nuts. She gets the zoomies, runs around, does all kinds of crazy things. I pop out the camera and she goes radio silent. Speaking of radio silent, look at this thing. This is my old shop truck. I have been in business for 30 years, 29 and 3/4 years. It'll be 30 years in a couple months. This is a truck I used to run around and get parts with when I was a much smaller shop. And oh boy, we go back a ways. It's gone through many itinerations. You guys love seeing this thing. It's a classic 1972 C10. It is a Cheyenne Super, and I believe I'm the third owner, possibly the second owner. It was purchased here new in 1972. Had hubcaps and a 350 with a turbo 350. And then I put a turbo on my 350. So it's got a turbo 350 with a turbo 350, if that makes any sense. I raced it for a few years, had fun with it, just kind of outgrew it. And the gas mileage is not great. So we have a couple things going on here. The turbo is actually too small. It builds boost way too fast. The wastegate is stuck. And I put on better brakes. I could not stand the factory brakes. These are Silverado brakes, and I love them. They're awesome. MSD, of course, and a small cam. I rebuilt the engine, did a bunch of goodies to it, total seal rings, and it is a 360 cubic inch engine. It's a 60 over 350. So that's kind of a basic history of that. I have put on some different wheels and tires. It had hubcaps from the factory. I think it had 7-inch wide rims. These are 10s. I'm getting ready to put 12s on it. It'll take 12s, and I think they look better, and I'll show you that in a little bit. One of the neighborhood tweakers came by and stole my Super emblem, which really gets me. They rifled through a bunch of cars. We have some issues here. So I'm gonna find the key here and open the door and show you the interior. The interior is completely original, and it's not great. As you can see, it's original paint. The gas has caused some issues. Door locks still work. So we've got the original steering wheel, which is cracked, and people are like, oh, that's dangerous. That's fine for now. The dash is very cracked. The seat is very cracked. I forgot what the seat looks like. This is the original interior. Blue was ordered. Let's see if I can show you the order sheet. Air conditioned cab, wheel covers. You see the blue custom cloth trim on the very last item right here. Original blue interior. It's a pretty cool truck. I like it a lot. It's got the wood grain, but I don't use it a lot, and I think that's about to change. I'm gonna start driving it, fixing it up. It does have fuel injection. I have Holley Sniper, so it'll start right up. If I put a battery in it, it'll start right up, that is. So let's tinker with this. We've got much work to do. I want to get the topper off and get that safely secured and stowed. It looks much better without the topper. And I might start driving it and using it. I've got a couple jobs I need to do with this thing, although the gas mileage is awful. It has factory AC, and it still has the original R12 in it, although the compressor has not been turning very well. It's an old GM compressor. It's the original one, and actually the air conditioning did work last time I had a belt on it. As you can see, all the air conditioning stuff is still connected there. I had to put a new windshield in it when one of my friends accidentally hit the windshield with a baseball, and I don't have the chrome trim for that any longer. Cool old truck. It's got the factory jockey box on the side, which is a very rare option. I'll show you that once I get it pulled out. So let's start it up and pull it out, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Do you want to go for a ride in an old truck? You do? That truck's pretty hot. It's black. You might start panting. Give me a yawn if you're happy. No yawns this morning? No. You good little girl. We'll do something fun, I promise. Okay, so we're going to put a battery in our blue bow tie. Make sure we have a secure spot. The tray is not rusted out. And we got our to-go handle on here. Oh, that's heavy. That's really heavy. Make sure we got it sitting down in there. Okay, and then negative, negative. Is this negative? I think this is negative. Yeah, and this one's positive. So no sparkles. That's always good. I should check the oil. Where is the oil? Where is the oil on this thing? It's over here. Oil dipstick, where are you? Here it is. It's way back in here. Yes, we actually have clean oil. Gotta put that right down in there. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hope it fires up. So the only gas tank is here behind the seat. Does not have switchable tanks. Cab corners are good, believe it or not. They're in great shape. Tried to keep this thing undercover, but this year not so much. Let's see, need the ignition key. We're gonna turn on. What do we got? I can hear the fuel pump running. Gotta wait for that to light up. There we go. That is our sniper. How much voltage? 11.8. Snipers do not like low voltage. Let me turn the key, see what happens. Yes, fired right up. It's not running great. Feels like it's run on 7. There we go. Pretty awesome. Smoking? No, it's not smoking. That's awesome. What a good old truck. Let's see here. Idling at 750. Temperature gauge is hot. That's not right. We got oil pressure. We got fuel. We have 17 inches of vacuum. Let's see what happens when I press my gas here. We're good. What is going on here? Check SD for updates. Isn't even working. That's a bummer. It's running. Put it drive. Oh, come on, keep going. Okay. Runs pretty good. Smells a little gassy. Let's get out and check the exhaust. Oh, Stella, you want to go for a ride in the truck? Not pumping out a bunch of smoke. That's always good. Good old thing. Let's get that canopy topper off there. It's hot in here. We got vent windows and we got roll down windows. They don't roll down real well. Truck does have AC, but I don't think it works right now. Transmission shifts. Ooh, snappy throttle. Not used to that much torque. All right, so we got the black truck into position, and if you'll notice, it's in position backed up close to this hedge, which you think is a hedge. But if you look really close, there's something lurking in the hedge. And I'm not talking about rabbits or moles or raccoons. Yeah, it's a ledge of a hedge. I'm gonna put my canopy on top of my structure here. What's in there? It's kind of a surprise. Some of you may know. And just like that, we have our topper off. Now she looks lean. Okay, so we got the truck parked in a pretty good spot to show you this very rare option that this long bed 72 Cheyenne Super has that I've never really seen. And I had when I got this truck, somebody had rubbed a tree or a post or something right here. I popped this dent out. I've made it flat, but what happened was it ruined that lower piece of trim there. So this trim should have a gap here and here because there's a door here, and it's very common for the doors to rust out. If I was to open this up, you would find a fiberglass box there. I have only seen a few other trucks that have this. It was an option. It's called a jockey box or a toolbox. I feel pretty lucky to have that, but of course the box itself is rusted out. I gotta fix it. The good thing, oh well, I shouldn't say that. Beneath there looks pretty bad too. So I guess the whole thing needs to be fixed up. Just one more thing to do on an old truck, but kind of a fun thing. If you look closely, you'll see there's green coming through this door. Apparently this door got replaced at one point in time. It's not open, can't show you the inside, but being there's green paint coming through on the old lacquer, I know that door has been replaced. So that's too bad. This side, the tweakers did not get to my emblem. They didn't rip off the super, so that's good. She needs some love. Hood doesn't quite match up. A little rust around the radio antenna. However, cab corners are perfect. That's always good. Love my cab corners. Oh, had somebody put a CB radio on here at one point, so we've got a nice hole to fill. A lot of body work. Take a lot of body work to bring this truck back, but it's what it is. Good old truck. You want to make a beer run in an old 72 Cheyenne work truck? Oh, getting your belly warmed in the sun? We are blessed to have this weather, aren't we? It's going to be like 90 again today. Feels really good on your belly. All right, we got our long bed Cheyenne cleaned out. Stella, you want to go for a beer run? You do? You like riding trucks. You're kind of a truck dog. All right, where should we go? Let's do something fun. Stella, you're just laying here on the garage floor soaking up all the cool concrete into your hot belly. You want to go for a ride? Let's go for a ride in the black truck. You want to? Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, hop up in this cool little truck. Look at this, Stella. It's gonna be so much fun. Girl, hop up in the truck. There you go. Yeah, find your seat. Let's roll your window down a little bit. It's kind of hot. You gonna yawn for me? Usually you yawn if you're really content. Give me a little yawn. There we go. That's a good girl. Stella, are you a truck dog? I don't even know if this truck's gonna make it around the block. What do you think? You wanna drive? You're hot. Let's go around the block. Let's see what happens. Scoot over. Come on, scoot over. Good girl. Let's hope it starts. Oh, didn't quite. Come on, baby. Oh, big old puff. Come on. There we go. There we go. Let's go around the block. The old truck out in front of the shop, idling. The fuel injection is relearning because the battery's been dead for so long. Got the hood shut. Stella's ready to go. I don't know how this is going to do. I can't give it too much gas because the wastegate is stuck and it just will infinitely boost. We don't want that. Ready to go in a big old loud truck, Stella? Okay, it's got a tilt wheel. Tilt this thing down here a little bit. There we go. Put her in the drive. Wow, she is torquey. I have no idea. This thing has not been driven in a long time. Speedometer works. Looks like the speedometer's wagging. Take her on the block here real quick. Feels pretty spunky. Turn signals work? Yeah, they still work. Brakes are good. Oh, wow. This thing's a rocket. I forget. I shouldn't do that. Builds boost instantly. It's got too small of a turbo. We're going to fix that. Probably not today, but wow, have not driven this thing in a long time. Look at all the cobwebs. Still, what do you think? like riding the truck. See if the other turn signal works. Brakes are good. We got no rear view mirror. The rear view mirror is down there. It broke. It fell off this windshield. I cannot believe how torquey this thing is. Almost hits my head on the back of the cab window every time I step on the gas. Temperature gauge says we are overheating, but it's not even warmed up yet. Sorry the dash pad is all cracked. Sorry the steering wheel's cracked. It's just the way it is. It's nice to drive this thing. I have not driven it in years. Oh, my goodness. It's got a lot of torque. Wow. 2 pounds of boost and the thing starts to take off. I forgot about that. This is a spunky old truck. That's pretty fun. That's really fun. Drives great. Love the brakes. So I fixed them. Go over our speed bump here. Steering is very light. The wheel is way too big. Stella, you like that? Thing is still learning. At least it says it is. We've got pretty good voltage now, bordering on 14. These things like to have 14.5 to run the fuel injection, so I might have to up the alternator a little bit. But what a fun truck. I really should drive this more. You can hear my cam thumping. Don't hear that much on the microcars. You can hear the turbo whining or whistling. That's pretty cool. You gotta love the old trucks, man. Nothing better than an old C10. Asked me if I wanted to sell my truck. I don't think so. Stella, how long have we had this truck? I've had it way before you. I had this truck 33 or 34 years now. Everyone loved my truck. Oh, it doesn't turn like a sports car, that's for sure. Do a 3-point turn. I remember I rebuilt this transmission. I put in a 2800 stall torque converter back in the day. It was called a Saturday Night Special. It has very firm shifts. Temperature gauge is still reading hot. Stella, you want out of there? I think you do. Come on out. Come on out. Got rudely cut off there. My SD card filled up. Stella enjoyed her ride in the truck. It's super fun. Gonna miss this old girl if I decide to fix it up and sell it, but I don't use it so much anymore. A lot of people ask me if it's for sale. Forgot to mention that the cab light works. When you open the door, see if I shut the door, it goes off. It's kind of a unique feature back in 1972. Oh, what a cool old truck. Gotta love it.